What's up, YouTube? It's currently raining outside, but it's raining a lot of thoughts on my head, in my head, and a lot of emotions in my heart. It's 4:10 on Friday, and I haven't taken a single trade on my account all week. I still have a few more hours to see if there will be a setup in the market, but with what the market is doing right now, I doubt if there will be any setup for me. Meaning there will be no trades on my account this week. Sad, sad. The reason why I've not been able to take any trade this week is not because the market didn't provide any setup for me to take, but mainly because I have not been disciplined. Take today for example, I'm supposed to be on the charts around 7:40, 7:30 a.m. I was busy doing scrolling on X on Twitter, checking what does not concern me. So the trade I was supposed to be on played out before I got into the market. To make it more painful, it played out a few minutes before I got into the market. I was busy doing scrolling on X instead of preparing for London Open, which is at 8 a.m. in the morning. It was a sad one because that trade was my A plus setup. It was a trade I used to look out for every blessed day in the market. And today that it played out, I missed it. So very painful, very sad. I got a trade yesterday too, but I didn't take the trade because of a rule I set less than 24 hours before the setup played out on my charts. Like I said in my first video, I have five to six setups I trade just on US oil only. But because of the type of account I'm trading right now, I decided to reduce it to two so it can narrow down what I am looking for in the market. Those setups I decided not to take are continuous trade setups that requires large SL and it doesn't fit for this type of account that I'm trading. So I decided not to take the trade. But I didn't let the trade go like that. I took the trade on the demo account and it played out really nice. I did 124 on the trade. For my TP, I target the next draw on liquidity, which on that particular trade it was around 1 to 1 ratio 4.5, 4.4. But I decided to be realistic. I targeted 1 ratio 4. I'm happy I got on that trade even though it was on a demo account because I learned something crucial on that yesterday. At some point, I wanted to close the trade when it got to 1 ratio 2, but I asked myself some questions. I was like, okay, if this trade was going in SL, was going to my SL, will I close out the trade? Definitely no. So why should I cut the profit short instead of allowing this trade to eat my TP? What would it take me to leave the trade to hit my TP? Will cutting my profit short help me to grow in this forex space? Definitely no. So with those questions, I decided to leave the trade to hit my TP. And you can see that I hit my TP with the green sign on the screen right here shows that it hits my predetermined TP. This is the second week of trading this account and it's so sad I've not been able to do something tangible on this account. Tangible, I mean I've not been able to blow the account or grow the account. The saddest part is the disciplined steps I took on this account have been rendered useless by the little mistakes I made. But yeah, next week is another week to win. Right now, I just go on the chart and show you a chart representation of what I've been saying all day. So it won't just be all talks and no charts because this is a trading channel. Thank you.
So yeah, this is on Monday. I came into the market, checked for my PY. I got this PY here. If it's a 1 hour, I'd have logged. So I waited for the market to get there. When market got there, when market got there, I waited for price to show me but the market to show me my model of entry when it got there. Since it's my PY, so all I have to look for here is my model of entry, the CISD. It also showed the change of character or the market structure. Then retracement back into my zone. Then I look for a sell or a buy. So yeah, it gave me it also it gave a liquidity to there. See, the early buyer said the early seller here would have been swept out with this long move up, long move back up here. So I got my liquidity sweep, then waited for price to come back down, created new market structure. It did that, but it failed to go back up to give me an entry. So this trade was I left the trade. So this trade went like that. There was no entry, but the price went my way, still went the way I wanted. So yeah, on Tuesday I got this here, a CISD. I got my model of entry on Tuesday, as you can see, but this did not happen on a good question. This did not give me this didn't happen on a PY, so I could not even take this trade. I tried looking for PY to use there, but it didn't. So in order not to frustrate and lose money on it, so I decided to leave. I left the trade. I left the trade to play out. And most times, this kind of trade that happens this kind of trade that happens randomly in the market usually ends up with losses or liquidated. So I didn't feel really bad seeing the trade play my way. when I'm buying it. So that was on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, I got this model of entry, but price didn't come back to my Fibonacci retracement, my discount level on the Fibonacci retracement. So I that this would have been my entry. My PY here would have been the top touch of this trend line. I told you in my first video that I have a deep knowledge in price action, so I see this trend line to look for trades. So now trade the top trend line would have been my PY. Would have been my PY here. Then I got you can address this was the trade I didn't take because it was a continuous trade. And it could have the SL was bigger. Not really because the SL was bigger, but because I've made a rule for myself not to take a continuation trade on the second trading. Because most time continuation trades give bigger SL, so I missed out on this trade. But I took it on the demo account like I told you guys. So that's just it. Then on Friday, this was a trade I missed out. Only because I was on scrolling on S doing nonsense. I was on scrolling on S. So this is it. I got my PY was this. This is my A plus setup. Like if I see my A plus setup, the scope of my A plus setup is seeing a CISD model play out at a key level, and that key level must be a session sweep. So now I have the 2 KO, the Asian section here, the first section. Let me clear everything and show you guys how it's made out. So right here I have price. So price is coming down from. Let me see. Okay, price is coming down from this place. Okay, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. I'm taking this as my lower high because this lower high here is lower than this lower high here. So I got it. I got my lower high here, then another lower here. Then check look closely. I have a lower high here. Then this lower low was swept. Then the lower high that swept, the last lower high that swept this lower low here got broken to the upside, giving me a market suppression. So this is my ideal trade. Like I can see a session sweep here now. I can see a session sweep which should have served as my QI and my point of interest. My point of interest then we check this. This is lower than this session sweep. So this is my total sweep, my liquidity sweep. Then my MSS here, my market suppression shift. Then I'll just plot my Fibonacci and wait for price to retrace back to my 61 point something 0.61% retracement level on Fibonacci, which is my favorite discount level to trade from. So I will just set my entry here and wait for my stop loss below. Then target this eye here. Then target this eye here. So I keep it at SL. So this would have been a 1 to 4.25 trade. I would have reduced it to 1.4 because I like to be realistic in terms of trading. So this would have been the trade. Why I missed out on it because I was.
For everyone that has been coming to watch my videos, subscribe, like, and drop nice comment. I see it all and I appreciate it all. Thank you very much. Peace.